Longest government shutdown in history, forced by the Democratic Party. I'm not afraid to say it. I am not afraid to even say that I was wrong. I thought that the Democrats got what they wanted by winning a few states here to keep them Democrats. New York, Philadelphia, New Jersey, and Virginia. That they would be happy that they have some blue blood spread out over the massacre of red for the presidential election. How about that? But no, they want to hold their guns, and then now they're pissed off at their sisters and brothers in the Democratic Party that they're saying, enough's enough, dude. We're not going to prove our point here, and we're only doing more damage to the American people, and we're making them suffer. Right? You can't blame President Trump for this. They're all saying, if we don't make these changes, things going to get real expensive for everybody. And that's a fact. We can't take any more expense than it is. We can't. And it's a slap in the face to the American people, American taxpayers, that Trump is saying, oh, well, we're going to give you $2,000. We're going to give the lower and middle class $2,000. They just spit in your face. They gave people that aren't of our country, taxpayers, no social security numbers, $100,000 lifestyle. Welcome to America on the backs of the American taxpayer. There you go. They spit in your face again. $2,000. Big fucking deal. That's a slap in American, and they're excluding the upper echelon income people. Where do you think all the money comes from? It's not the lower and the middle, if there's any middle class left. You're talking, there's certain people who make hundreds of billions of dollars a year. You know, what percentage of the lower middle class will ever see that in their lifetime? Put that math together. We're not saying anything bad about anybody. I'm saying government spit in your face again, saying we'll take care of people that are non-U.S. citizens, and even the ones who do it right, we're going to take care of them because they're for sure getting some free rides. That they spit in your face again. So it's on both sides. It's like which guy do you want to fight, or which girl do you want to fight? Do you want the one that's going to not beat you up as much, or the one that's going to beat you up a little bit? That's kind of what it feels like. It's like, all right, well, Trump is trying to do good things, and the blues are trying to do good things, but nobody's on the same page. Nobody's on the same page, and it pisses me off that $2,000 is going to go to the lower and what middle class? I mean, it's no secret that the middle class is almost extinct. And then you exclude the upper income levels. We contribute just as much as everyone else and more. So yeah, to me that's a kick in the balls and a spit in the face at $2,000. That isn't shit today. People are making that for car payments that aren't Lamborghinis and Mercedes. Facts. Renting an apartment today costs $2,000, if not more. Renting. But yeah, I'll admit that I was wrong. I thought that sure as shit, when the primaries were over and the states got their blue blood, that they would ease up, and they didn't. And now it's just a pissing match. And then now the Democrats, if this is even true news, I mean, I'm getting it as much as you are, that 8 Democrats said, hey, dude, we want to make a deal here. Let's work together here and stop working against each other, because this is bad news. And the fingers are getting pointed at the Democrats. And you can point it in any direction you want. There's always two sides to a story, right? You hear that all the time, but it doesn't make sense to give more free shit away on the taxpayers' dollars. It doesn't. Take care of me. Take care of me. When I say take care of me, take care of me, the U.S. citizen, the taxpayer that's been contributing for 60 or 50 or 30 or 90 or 100 years, however. And you got guys that don't work anymore that are still paying taxable income on their businesses or their investments. They're not necessarily working anymore. I mean, they're still working because they made their money work for them. But yeah, take care of everybody. And it sucks that you've got to say, well, we're going to think about giving you $2,000 from, all the tariffs. This is our country. You work for us. if you're profiting, then we should reap the rewards as much as we are trying to get rid of the debt. Where's the debt coming from? It comes from all the lies, cheating, and stealing in the government too. And part of that is giving people something they don't deserve. We can't continue to be on the train that we are. So yeah, I want affordable health care. But is it ever going to be affordable? I don't know, dude. All I can tell you is I started my own business 20 years ago, and my health care is on the near quadruple in 20 years. My taxes at my home in Pennsauken, not even a premier neighborhood, were $3,700 for a quarter acre 20 years ago. It's near $10,000. Do you see the math? That's almost, that's triple, right? 4, 8, 12, almost 3 times in 20 years. For what? Nothing's really changed in our area. They haven't added multiple new school systems. But I'm paying for it. Yeah, I want affordable property taxes. I'm all for no property taxes. How about that? Healthcare? There's got to be some type of cost to it. It isn't a non-valued service. It is, you know. When you're dying, you definitely need that, and when you're not feeling good, you need that. You know, healthcare is huge. Obamacare was a big armpit stinkhole that didn't take care of the American people. It was promised that it would be affordable for everyone. It wasn't affordable for me. Go to the network, pick a plan. Okay, well that plan was double what my original plan is. Thanks, Obamacare. But then I know millions of people that were getting it for free. I have no subsidy. Yeah, so everyone blames this person, blames that person. The Democrats, so I hear, are in control of the government. And there you go. It isn't Trump. Trump oversees some decisions and I guess he can have some power. You know, I'm not really sure how that works up. But if I look at who's to blame, I'm not blaming Trump. Blaming the Democratic Party keeps arguing about the same shit that they were already ready to vote on. Like, you already said this was a good deal. But now you want more. What did they promise all their big friends around the country and did you see the shit that was on the page that they were showing, like male prostitutes and education and dance classes? Like, it was crazy that the money that they want to promise out to other countries. Screw them. Take care of us. Take care of your own people. People were paying for it. Since when am I child support for the rest of the world? That's what it really comes down to. Since when does the American taxpayer become child support for the rest of the world? It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I was wrong. I thought come Monday, boom, they would take care of everything. I'm a little off. It seems like the Democrats are, rolling over by 8 of them saying, hey, dude, we're ready to just squash this and move on. This is too much, too long for no reason. We'll fight another battle another day, but you can't let the American people, I can't even say American, because part of that is non-U.S. citizens getting a free ride still. They just want to ensure that they get a free ride. It's not fair, dude. And there's people who've come that were immigrants that came here with legit nothing and didn't get anything from the government and made their way. That's a fact. People came here on boats, canoes, logs, however they got here, in a milk container, and came here and started businesses and got a job and went right to work. Without being in the system, and they're spending their money, they're paying taxes. They weren't getting welfare, EBT, Cash App, free house, free car, free hair, free nails, full paid medical, free schooling. They didn't get shit. They didn't get shit. But I was wrong. I thought that would be a done deal Monday, but here we go. It's Wednesday. It's not. So I would say I can't imagine it going. Pempoise and Moorestown dead. I'm actually picking up a part at Infinity. What a jerk. What a circle jerk that was to try and get parts from Infinity. I want to tell that story after I leave here. This is another dealership. Yeah, so red, blue, green, yellow, whatever, but you know, it makes sense. We can't continue to be child support for the entire world. Yes, there are people who need it, and we understand that, but there's a lot of people getting it that's generation that don't need it and don't deserve it. Turned it into a business.